but we go Masquerada. We click Trick, and let's go. Let's go. Big Surf. Get rid of him. I'm assuming Iron Valiant comes in. Goldango comes in. No Balloon. We don't have Rain, so we can't really switch around as much. So let's just get as much damage as we can. Oh my gosh. Wow. What's up, gamers? I know it's been a while, but we are back with another Pokemon Z to A series for Scarlet and Violet. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these. It's basically because I was waiting for them to give a ruling on terrestrialization. They were thinking about banning it, but they didn't ban it. It's here to stay. And I was also waiting for them to give a ruling on Chi-Yu, that demonic goldfish, which they decided to ban. So now the metagame's a little bit more bearable. You can make teams because you don't have to worry about Chi-Yu just coming in and absolutely destroying stuff now. So the next Pokemon up, gosh, Johnny talk. The next Pokemon up is Tauros. Now, as you know, Tauros has two forms, the fire form and the water form, so I figured I'd do a double feature video. The one featuring the, one team featuring the water form and one team featuring the fire form. So let's hop into that team builder. So first off, we have Tsunami Bull, which is the water form Tauros. I was trying to think of a way to run it, and I actually feel like the best way to run anything that has a hard-hitting water move is on Rain, and you just put a band or specs on it, you terrestrialize, and you click the strongest move. Now the thing is, Tauros does get Wave Crash, like a lot of, like the heavy hitter Weasel? Not Weasel. What is Weasel's evolution? I can't think of it. It's a menace too, and it's just doing so much damage right now, and I can't even think of Weasel's evolution. But it does get Wave Crash like Weasel's evolution. So if you were going to run this team on Rain, I would definitely recommend running Wave Crash. But since this is a Tauros showcase, we got to run the signature move Raging Bull, which basically destroys Light Screen and Reflect, which is still going around. So basically the purpose of this team is we lead with Pelipper, we set up Rain, we come in with Tauros, we terrestrialize with water. Tauros will always be our number one terrestrializer. We will terrestrialize the first chance we get, and we will click Choice Bandit Raging Bull. It 2-hit KOs resistances except for Dodonzo, which really sucks because Dodonzo is very bulky, very fat, very HP heavy. But that's why we have Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel is our answer to Dodonzo. We're basically choice specs, and in the rain, Kilowattrel itself is also a threat with these hard-hitting, with these hard-hitting over base 100 moves with Hurricane, 100% accurate in the rain, Thunder, 100% accurate in the rain, U-turn instead of Volt Switch, that way we can't get blocked by the Clodsires that switch in, and also Weather Ball, which the power doubles in the rain and it also gets boosted in the rain. So this Pokemon has very good coverage in the rain, and basically switching into it is like a 50-50, unless you have Chansey. Then you just kind of switch in because Chansey doesn't care about special attackers, which there has been a uprise in Chanseys since Chi-Yu has been banned, because I think Chi-Yu was like one of the few special attackers that basically 2-hit KO'd it for free, but now it just kind of comes in and sits in front of a lot of special attackers. Our next Pokemon is Golduck. Now, I've never used Golduck before, but in this generation, Golduck got Nasty Plot, which is really good for a Swift Swim Pokemon to have a boosted move like Nasty Plot. So basically, Golduck comes in, its speed gets doubled because of its ability to Swift Swim in the rain. We Nasty Plot up, and then we just start slapping really hard with Life Orb Surfs. The only downside is that a lot of teams are running Clodsire because, obviously, Clodsire has Water Absorb, which we're running Water Absorb on our Clodsire. But that's okay, because if they're running Water Absorb, then that means we knock them out with Psyshock after we Nasty Plot because they're not unaware. Which I really believe a lot of Clodsires will start running unaware, because it just helps so much with Iron Valiant and those other big special sweepers that just want to set up in front of it, like Goldango, because that is what Goldangos do. To like just basically kind of run over it. But our team's Clodsire is Water Absorb, and the reason why we're Water Absorb is to help us against other rain teams. Like I say, Weasel's evolution is absolutely destroying the tier with rain teams. That Pokemon hits so hard with Choice Banded Wave Crash. So our rain setter is Pelipper. We got the shiny Pelipper. I really like the shiny Pelipper. And it's basically here to set up rain. Pelipper will also always be our lead, just so we can set up rain. And this is kind of like a balanced rain team, not an offensive rain team. So our goal is basically to switch around and play until we can get one of our 3 heavy hitters in. We have Clodsire for our Spadef tank. He's our switch into Gholdengo. That's why we're running Rock Tomb here, because a lot of Goldengos have been running Terra Flying. So they terrestrialize into flying, and you can't toxic them because of the ability to get as gold. You also can't earthquake them, and they just kind of sit in and throw off shadow balls, and there's nothing you can do. We're running Rock Tomb, that way we would also lower their speed and hit them up for super effective. I'm telling you, the amount of flying Goldengos I'll run into is absolutely ridiculous. And then we have Corviknight, who is our defensive tank, momentum bird, and our defogger, because as you can see, we have 2 flying types that we really do not want stealth rocks up while we're battling. And hazard stacking teams are still very, very prominent. My man Glamora is still here, and a lot of people have been running Scarf Glamora. That way you can take cheese kills on the first turn, and even if you have to attack it to KO it, you get up toxic spikes. So that's the team for the big man Tsunami Bull. Check out the battles. Let me know if you like it. Leave a like or comment, subscribe down below. Ooh, we got some hazard stacking. This one might be pretty hard. But since we are rain team, we start Pelipper. A lot of people have been running Scarf Lead Glamora. We are just going to... Do we want to go? Yeah, we're just going to go Corviknight. As he becomes a grass types and energy balls. That's actually really good for us, because we can Brave Bird it. It's probably got Power Gem. Let's default. The immediate switch is a Gholdengo, which is fine. We can go Clodsire. He's probably going to trick. I am absolutely okay with that. We get up our rocks here. I'm cool. I'm always cool with Gholdengo tricking the Black Sludge, because it gets chipped down over time. He's probably going to get up another layer of hazards, most likely rocks. He's got Energy Ball. You always go Corviknight. He gets up another layer of spikes. We U-turn here. On the Gholdengo, which is absolutely perfect. And I actually think we pick up our first KO here. Yeah, we just go Tauros. We gotta take the spikes damage, which sucks, but it's only 14%. And we just wait Raging Bull. He doesn't have a switch in, and that's good. The fact that he gives us Gholdengo, we can now default the hazards away. He goes Great Tusk. Now he probably went Great Tusk because he's max defense. The thing is, do you live? I mean, Great Tusk has a lot of defense, and I don't want to throw Tauros away. No, there's no way he lives this. Don't disrespect Tauros like that. Yeah, I was like, there's no way he lives this. Don't disrespect Tauros like that. I was gonna throw it off. I was gonna risk it all. He goes Great Tusk. He brought it out. Don't. There's no way, right? Yeah, there we get the thing out of here. There's no way. There's no way. I was like, there's no way he lives this. Now this demon is here. This is probably the only chance we're ever gonna have to Swords Dance this absolute monster. Run defog here, Aqua Steps. So he's +1 speed. We're unaware of Clodsire, so I'm not sure if he has Ice Spinner. So he's probably Aqua Step, Close Combat, Ice Spinner, I want to say. So let's just go Clodsire again on a second Aqua Step. eating it up. And let's just Rock Tomb. He is Ice Spinner. This one's gonna be a tough one. Because I think here we go Pelipper. We Hurricane. As the Ice Spinners, we eat it up. Hurricane, get the KO. We're in a good position now. That Excalibur, I actually want to click Tailwind on the Dragon Dance. Yep. Let's Oh, I was hoping he would knock us out. He did not. So let's just click U-turn. Let's just go. Let's go Golduck here. Because we're backed by the Tailwind and the speed boost from Rain. I know he's not faster than us. But I don't know if Psyshock KOs. That Excalibur is really bulky. Oh my god, I think he's max defense? My gosh. Or it could just be Golduck is that weak. Like, 289 special attack isn't that good. He has the weakness from Grave Rush, so I actually think Aqua Jet KOs. Yeah, let's go. And then Aqua Jet in the range should KO Volcarona. Is he max defense Volcarona? My gosh. But let's go. Tauros was able to clean it up for us right there. Let's go. Ooh, this team is really scary. Once again, if we could break through the Clodsire, we just kind of go off with Big Bull. So I actually want to bait in the Clodsire with the Side Shot. So I think one of the first things we're going to try and do is Nasty Plot up with Golduck. But we're going to lead Pelipper. He's probably going to lead Rotom. A lot of people have... Oh, he led Iron Valiant. And he's not boosted energy. We're going to go Clodsire. Because he's Side Shot. Thunderbolts. Okay. The fact that he led it, I was like, he's got Thunderbolt. I know he does. Let's Stealth Rocks here. He goes Corviknight. Let's just double into Golduck here. He defogs. Let's Nasty Plot up. Expecting the Clodsire to come in. As he does go Clodsire. And I'm assuming he's Water Absorb. So even if he is, this Side Shot should definitely KO. Yep. So now Big Tauros just gets to go off. Rotom comes out here. This is what we have Clodsire for. Specifically for Rotom. Let's get our rocks back up. See if he goes for Wisp. I would prefer him to go for Wisp, and it will let me know that his Rotom isn't Scarfed. So I don't have to worry about something random outspeeding my Bull when it comes in. I know Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant both outspeed. But once Bull comes out, we just kind of click Raging Bull and get a KO on one of these Mons. Now, this Mon is a whole threat. Let's go Corviknight. He's probably going to Dragon Dance up. He just crunches. That is banded. That is so banded. My gosh, and he got the Spadef drop. So I think here we go Pelipper. We are max defense on Pelipper. I just want the rain up. So we go Pelipper. That's okay. Then we go Tauros for the Intimidate. And we actually just Terrasilize and throw off a Raging Bull. Rotom comes in, takes rocks. I believe this is a 2-hit KO after rocks. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a very close one. Raging Bull again. No, we didn't get the roll. Okay, we're still out here living though. This 3% is really going to matter when it comes to me just clicking Aqua Jet in the rain. I also have to watch out for Corviknight. I don't think Corviknight was leftovers. So if there's a Rocky Helmet on Corviknight, then it definitely KOs me. He doesn't have a way of getting rid of my rock. Well, he still has Corviknight. Okay. So I think on the Corviknight switch, I'll go Kilowattrel because he doesn't have a Thunder switch in. He does have Roaring Moon, but Kilowattrel is faster than Roaring Moon, and I already know it's Bandit and not Scarf. So on the Corviknight, we'll go Kilowattrel. He didn't defog, which is what I thought he would do, so we're just going to throw off a Specs Thunder. Now he has no way of getting rocks, so Rotom's KO once it comes in. So if this is Bandit, this is probably Specs, and that means Goldango or Scarf. And if Goldango comes in right now, it is definitely Scarf. He goes Roaring Moon. He knows I can't KO it with Thunder. This Pokemon is actually very Spadef bulky. And he just gets to throw off 2 crunches. Oh my gosh. This was really annoying. So let's just go Corviknight. Throws off the crunch. That's going to be a 2-hit KO. Any amount of chip is okay. We'll just click Roost in case he decides to switch. That's 22. And actually from 22% without rain, I'm pretty sure Aqua Jet KOs. As he goes Rotom. He sacks the Rotom. As he goes Iron Valiant. He's probably going to throw off the Psychic move here, but it's absolutely okay. He goes Roaring Moon. I am pretty positive Clodsire cannot take a Bandit Crunch. So we won't have rain for long, right? So let's just sack off Pelipper here. To the Outrage. He's going for big damage. And let's just go Golduck, right? We go Golduck. We click Surf. Get rid of him. And I'm assuming Iron Valiant comes in. Goldango comes in. No Balloon. We don't have rain, so we can't really switch around as much. So let's just get as much damage as we can. Oh my gosh. Wow. Golduck, I am sorry. Did not mean to disrespect you like that. That was like, I was just going for chip, but Golduck pulled it off. Let's go. Next up, we have my man Solar Bull. I like to call him Solar Bull. You can call him Fire Bull, whichever one you want to call him. So I was thinking about running him the same way that I ran Water Tauros. Just put him on the Sun team and click Choice Bandit Raging Bull. But I also like the fact that Cheyenne Pal, Bandit Cheyenne Pal more specifically, is running a threat now that people can't use Chi-Yu. And one of the best switch-ins to Cheyenne Pal is my man Solar Bull here. So we're actually running a defensive Fire Tauros, basically with Body Press, going off of our 337 defense stat. Enough speed to outspeed slower threats. We're running Will-O-Wisp so we can wisp those random switch-ins. A lot of people like to switch in Great Tusk. And actually, if you burn Great Tusk, you actually beat it 1v1 if you terrestrialize into a grass type because it can't do much to you because its attack is cut in half because it's burned. We're running Raging Bull, so we can break those screens on those offensive screen teams. And then Earthquake is just here for a coverage move because a lot of people like to switch in Iron Moth into this Pokemon and you can hit them up for 4 times super effectiveness with Earthquake. Our first heavy hitter is Iron Treads. So I've really been liking Max Speed Iron Treads. Max Speed Iron Treads outspeeds Goldango. And you can Iron Head on the Corviknight switch in and then Volt switch out. I think before I like Great Tusk a lot more than Iron Treads, but I'm starting to like Iron Treads a lot more than Great Tusk simply because of the fact that it's a Dawn fan that you can run offensively. I mean, hitting 342 speed is very, very good. There aren't a lot of fast mons right now. And you could just Volt switch out on the Corviknight that comes in. Or you can even Volt switch out predicting them to switch into the Corviknight. It's so good right now. And once you terrestrialize into ground, you hit so hard with your Earthquakes. This Pokemon is very, very good. It's a very good sleeper pick. And after one Rapid Spin, you basically outspeed any Pokemon in the tier that isn't straight up Scarf. So it's a very, very good Pokemon, very good sleeper pick. I really, really like Iron Treads right now. We're running Fetch Dragapult. Normally with Fetch Dragapult, you would want to run Timid, I believe. Let me make sure Timid is the speed boosting nature for special attacks. Can I find it? Yes. Normally you will run Timid, but we're actually running Modest because we want to hit as hard as we can with those Specs Shadow Balls, those Specs Draco Meteors, and those Specs Thunderbolts. U-turn is just there for the momentum, which a lot of people will usually switch in, but when they're not sure if it's Bandit or Specs, because Bandit Dragapult is also going crazy right now. This Pokemon is so good. Dragapult is ridiculously good. But that's why we keep the U-turn, just to pull off that momentum whenever they try to switch in. Like once they learn your specs, people will switch Chansey into you in a heartbeat. So we U-turn off on a Chansey and go into a physical threat like Iron Treads or Masquerada. Our next and final physical, well, I guess big threat is Scarf Masquerada. So Scarf Masquerada is the reason why we are running Modest Dragapult, because Scarf Masquerada just kind of outspeeds almost just about everything except for, I believe, Scarf Cheyenne Pal, but no one runs Scarf Cheyenne Pal. They usually run heavy duty boots or choice band. I've seen a few life orbs, but Scarf Masquerada definitely helps because Scarf Masquerada outspeeds at Spathra at +1 speed, and you could trick the Scarf on it, that way locking it into one move. You also run Trick because you could trick Dragonite, locking it into one move. So if you lock Dragonite into E-Speed, it can't break through Dragapult. If you lock Espathra into Stored Power, you get to knock it out with Iron Treads. They most likely won't click Stored Power because they have Masquerada in front of them. So you normally lock them into Terrasilize Fighting, which doesn't beat Dragapult, or Terrasilizing Fairy, which Iron Treads can just kind of break through if they Terrasilize in a Fairy and get locked into that. So I really like the really fast trick that Masquerada has. It also gives us momentum with U-turn. Flower Trick is just a very, very good move. Technically 140 base power because the power is always doubled because it crits. And Knockoff is just there to be our hard-hitting dart move. Masquerada will always be our lead because it's just fast. You can just throw off that U-turn. Even if they get the up on you in a lead, just U-turn out to your counter. And our Spadef tank, Clodsire. Once again, Clodsire is here, but this time we're running Unaware instead of Water Absorb. And the reason why we're running Water Absorb is because our water tank is Big Dodonzo here. Love this bond. So we're running Unaware so we can deal with those nasty plot Golden Goals. We're running your standard Earthquake, Toxic, Stealth Rock, Recover. If Golden Go becomes a flying type, that's okay because we have Dragapult and Iron Treads to deal with it. So that's why we're able to run the Unaware and basically the standard Clodsire set, and we're not running the Rock Tomb, which is like my hidden tech. No one really knows about the Rock Tomb. I'm pretty sure it'll catch on eventually because Golden Goals are adapting to the Clodsire that everybody is running. Then we have Dodonzo. Like I say, he's our water wall, or basically our answer to water threats. So our two physical walls are both Tauros and Dodonzo. Anything that Tauros burns, Dodonzo just eats up the moves from it. And then Dodonzo is also here to stop Dragonite from getting out of hand. He's also here to stop Great Tusk from getting out of hands. And just having Unaware as an ability is so good. So we really just come in with Dodonzo, eat up the hit with that very fat HP stat, 503, ridiculously fat. And we just throw off a Wave Crash or a Body Press just to get chip on something. Anything hits us, they take the Rocky Helmet damage. So Dodonzo just kind of helps chip away at teams so we can clean up in the end, either with the Specs Dragapult or the Scarf Masquerada, or my man Iron Treads just coming in and catching people off guard, because people always assume it's like defensive or assault vest and they never see the offensive Iron Treads coming. So that's the team for my man Solar Bull. Check out the video, and always remember, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Ooh, this game is a little bit scary. I've been seeing this exact team a lot. I don't know who started this team, but I've been seeing this exact team a lot. Tauros is going to be under a lot of pressure because it has to counter Cheyenne Pal. It also has to counter King Gambit, and we kind of do want to whisk Dragon Knight. So this is going to be pretty hard, but our lead for this team always is Masquerada, because with Scarf, he leads Cheyenne Pal. I don't want to take a free Ice Shard, so let's just go Tauros. As he Ice Spinners. So the fact that he Ice Spinnered, I don't think he has Ice Shard. We can throw off a Wisp here, right? As he goes Great Tusk. That's perfect, because that's what we want to do. We just want to kind of like burn random things as many times as we can. We can body press for damage here, right? But I want to keep Tauros healthy. Let's go Iron Treads. Oh, he went Volcarona. Okay. I'm sure we're faster than you. We're max speed, and there's no way you're Scarf Volcarona, right? So let's just Volt Switch here. Try and get some momentum. As he goes Cheyenne Pal, that's absolutely perfect. Because we can go, this gives us a fresh switch into Tauros. And I actually want to click Raging Bull here, because I can click Body Press for the 4 times effective, but I don't want to give Goldango the free switch in, right? And it's okay, we won't do much to Great Tusk, but we're wearing it down. So let's just click Raging Bull. He goes Vogue. Oh, that's really good. So the fact that we only did 27, I think he's max defense Volcarona, which I have been, not max defense, but I have been seeing a lot of bulky defensive Volcaronas. He's probably going to Quiver Dance up here. So I think we just Raging Bull again. He Fiery Dances. Gets the Spadef boost. He is... Let's go Clodsire. He Quiver Dances up. So we're unaware, so we're good. Let's just throw off a Toxic here. And we hit Cheyenne Power with the Toxic. Oh, that's really good. Ice Spinner. We need Dodonzo so that Dragonite can't get out of hand. I mean, let's just go Tauros. This is what Tauros is here for. He's Sacred. So he crits me. Why? Double the Dragapult, because I'm pretty sure he's banded. And I'm not seeing a legit switch in to Spec Shadow Ball. King Gambit is definitely a switch in, so we're just going to U-turn here. Yeah, because I figured King Gambit would be coming in. We're going to U-turn here. Let's go Big Tauros. And let's just click Raging Bull. He goes Volcarona. I'm pretty positive he probably has what I believe to be Sunlight. We can Raging Bull again. Oh my gosh. He thought I would switch. I was not. I was actually Raging Bulling. Oh my god, Raging Bulling. I was clicking Raging Bull because I thought he would heal himself, and that would give me a free turn of leftovers, which is the reason why I'm staying in. Morning Sun, there we go. I said Sunlight. So we can stay here and keep clicking Raging Bull. Waste his Morning Suns. Get back up to a respectable amount of health. We don't care if he sets up because we always have Clodsire who is unaware. And I'm pretty sure he's not like Fiery Dance Psychic. There's no way he's Fiery Dance Psychic. We throw off... I want to say we get up Rocks here, but I'm pretty sure Dragonite is Heavy Duty Boots, so Rocks won't matter for that. Rocks will give me Chip on Goldango. I'm pretty sure he's Heavy Duty Boots. I actually feel like right now, Earthquake is just better. Yeah, because I figured Great Tusk would come in. Get some chip damage off on Great Tusk. And since he's burned, he's not doing much. We could double the Dodonzo. He goes for the knock. That's absolutely okay. We can freely click Wave Crash here. As he goes Goldango. And we get rid of the air balloon. Let's go. We're doing really good here. We could go to Clodsire. So now when Clodsire comes in, we could just kind of like click Earthquake. He nasty plots up, but we are unaware, my guy. Unaware. I do love the combination of unaware Clodsire and unaware Dodongo. Dodonzo. Because they cover each other very, very well. So that Spadef drop is going to suck because it's going to allow him to do more damage to me. Oof, that Make It Rain slapped. But it's good. We got rid of Dodongo. He's probably going to go Volk. He goes King Gambit. Oh my gosh, this man is an absolute monster. But that's why we have Tauros. He goes for the Kotal Cleave. We eat it up. And let's just throw off a body press here. He goes Great Tusk. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure I have more speed than he does. So we just... I was so wrong. I did not have more speed, but that close combat did nothing. I was so wrong. Are we mad? I'm pretty sure we have a little bit of speed. Maybe he was offensive. Volcarona comes in. We're Scarf Masquerada. Let's go. We gotta keep Tauros for King Gambit. I don't think Fiery Dance 2-hit KOs us. So actually, let's just go Masquerada. I mean, Clodsire. He Morning Sun's up. This is good. Because this gives us a chance to click Recover. As he goes King Gambit. And now we're back at full. We go Big Tauros on Gambit. He's probably going to Swords Dance. He Kotal Cleaves. Eat it up once again. Click Raging Bull again. Volcarona comes in. Go back to Clodsire. Good double to the King Gambit. We go Tauros again. This is what Tauros is for. Tauros is just here to make sure this Mon doesn't get out of hand. Quick Raging Bull again. Now Dragonite comes out. I am not sure if he has Earthquake, but I don't want him to Dragon Dance for free. So we'll let him Earthquake. That's absolutely okay because we broke his multi-scale. And since he doesn't have multi-scale, that means we come in with Dragapult. And we click Draco. Get rid of this threat. King Gambit should come in. We go Dodonzo. Oof. That Kotal Cleave slapped. Oh my gosh, that did so much. How do we deal with this Mon? We have to stay in and click Body Press here. I think here we go Masquerada. We click. He could always go to Volcarona. I actually think he may be banded. Because I don't want Masquerada to get burned. Let's just click U-turn here. And I knew it would happen. I knew it. I was like, I don't want him to get burned. But if it does, I think we're good. I think he might be banded. I feel like he is. But we're good because we haven't terrestrialized all game. So now we can just terrestrialize Ground Earthquake. Definitely KO the Volcarona. Now he has to come out and he has to click Sucker Punch. And he isn't leftovers. So I actually feel like he's banded. So he's got what, 8 sucker punches? So we double the claw side here. And this is our way to check to see if he's banded. We click. So he's not banded. This one's going to be really, really tough. But we go Masquerada. We click Trick. And let's go. Let's go. And now we lock him in the Sucker Punch. We do not have to attack. And now we just kind of like switch around. He's eventually going to run out of Sucker Punches. Oh my gosh, we couldn't have done it without Tauros. And there's the forfeit. Let's go. I wanted to save that trick for the very last minute. We have a Sun team. Now this one might be kind of hard. We don't really have a switch in to Charizard. So I actually think I want to lead. Let's lead Dragapult. He led Dragapult. I'm not sure if he's Scarf or Banded. Could also be Specs. Oh my god. Dragapult's so good now. You don't know if they're Specs, Banded, or Scarf. I know he's faster than me because all Dragapults run max speed, but I'm modest. I am going to assume he is Specs. I think Claude Sire. Okay, he's Specs. Oh my gosh, thank you. Probably going to go Hatterene here, so we're going to double to Dragapult on the Hatterene switch. He went Torkoal? Okay. Well, we're just going to Terastallize and click Shadow Ball. The more damage we do to this, and the faster we get rid of this Torkoal, the better. And we click Spec Shadow Ball again. He's probably going to go Roaring Moon, because Roaring Moon is deceptively tanky. And he gives us Torkoal, so that's actually really good. So after these 5 turns, I mean, Charizard is going to come out here and completely obliterate something. But as he goes back to Dragapult, so we're just going to double the Claude Sire here. We should eat the Shadow Ball up. He gets the Spadef drop, which is really, really bad. He only KO'd us because of the Spadef drop. My gosh, that sucks. We can go Masquerada here because we definitely outspeed. Do we knock? We don't knock here. We U-turn. We definitely U-turn. He stayed in. We're probably about to lose a Mon. Nah, I think we're good. Dodonzo has to stay for Roaring Moon. I'm pretty sure Roaring Moon is Scarf. Or it's the speed boosting set and it's banded. But we have Tauros for Roaring Moon and Dodonzo to help us with Roaring Moon. The easiest member to sack right now is Iron Treads. He U-turns. Okay. I wasn't expecting a U-turn on a Life Orb set. I mean, I guess you could throw away the chip just to get momentum. If Charizard comes in, I vote switch out. Charizard definitely does come in. I want to say I vote switch out here. But if I vote switch out, what do I sack? Because Charizard's about to KO something. So I actually think right here, because we were sacking Iron Treads to Dragapult anyway, which is, so that makes Iron Treads the sack. So I actually think we just Iron Head here for the extra damage, right? Yeah, we just Iron Head. He is not Specs. He is Scarf. He is not Specs. My man is Scarf. Okay. So we'll click Rapid Spin here. Do we flinch? We don't flinch, so that's actually really good. Because now that we rapid spin, we're naturally faster than him. So we can actually just... He's Scarf. I don't want Dodonzo to take any unnecessary damage. So we just Iron Head here. And we get a crit. Oh my gosh. Let's go, Iron Treads. And we're faster than Dragapult and Roaring Moon. And if he brings out Roaring Moon against us, that means Roaring Moon may be Scarf. We'll definitely just click Earthquake because Iron Treads is a sack. So we have this beast here. And we just click Earthquake, get off some damage. He rapid spins. That's okay. We actually go Masquerada. And we click Flower Trick because we are Scarf. And Flower Trick should KO Great Tusk. Should also KO Dragapult from 38. And if it doesn't, it's okay. We're still faster because we're Scarf. Should hit Hatterene up for big damage. Let's go. Yeah, based on that Earthquake damage, I knew Flower Trick would KO. So like I say, I'm not too sure what the Roaring Moon is. I'm not sure if it is Scarf and attack boosting or if it is banded. But I guess it doesn't matter because we go Tauros. We always go Tauros here. He crunches, eating it up. So I'm assuming he's Scarf. So now since I know Tauros is always a switch in, he's probably going to go Dragapult. So I actually think we... Do we Raging Bull for the chip or do we double the Masquerada? We double the Masquerada. Late game timer. Late game timer. Let's go. And he actually stayed in and went for Dragon Dance. That's actually crazy. He's probably going to attack here. So we can U-turn. We are Scarf. We are faster. And his U-turn is going to hit. It's deceptively Spadef bulky, but it doesn't have much physical defense. So definitely U-turn here. Yes, yeah, I knew that was gonna slap. And we just go back to Tauros. Like I say, Tauros is the switch in. We eat the Iron Head, and there's the scoop. My man Solar Bull walling the beast like he's meant to. So there you have it. That was my Pokemon video featuring Fire Tauros and Water Tauros. I definitely prefer the Fire form over the Water form, basically because I prefer Fire types over Water types. But they both definitely have their uses, and both of them can basically do the same exact thing, which is really good right now, and that's check Cheyenne Pow. So I definitely feel like we're going to see a rise of both Tauros forms because Cheyenne Pow is just running amok everywhere. And if you don't have a check for that Pokemon, your team just kind of loses. Bandit Cheyenne Pow just absolutely destroys, but these Pokemon tell it, no, you don't get to do what you want to do. So remember, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I check you out in the next one. Bye.